Hey guys, Andrew Houston here from Profit for Contractors, and I'm super excited to bring you today the 3 core secrets for you contractors out there on how one of our clients, a fellow contractor just like yourself, was able to really get better control of his business, be able to plug leaks in his bucket of profit, saving him over $200,000 in profit, and really being able to take his contracting business to the next level. So let's get it started. So let's just do a little screen share here. I'm just going to bring this up for you guys. So I want to walk through with you guys basically the 3 key things that all contractors need to be aware of when you're looking at improving your contracting business. Now, some of these areas that I cover off, maybe you're familiar with, maybe you're not. But let me just tell you a little bit of a story of Peter McGrath from Mr. Reuter. So when Peter first came by and we first started chatting, I think one of the biggest things that he was struggling with was like, how do I get my team on board? How do I get my team to perform, to do the things that I want them to do? Now, he tried lots of things. He tried different types of tools and different types of systems. He tried to sit down with these guys. He tried to, communicate with them as best as possible. And he took it from a whole series of different angles. Sometimes things would work. Sometimes the team would perform better for a couple of weeks. Sometimes it would just be a complete flop. What resulted in him attempting to try and improve his contracting business was the opposite of what he wanted to occur. He ended up having to put in more time. Which meant less time with the family, more stress on his relationship, between him and his wife, and his, beautiful wife Tina, was involved in the business as well. So there's all that stress that happens, even, under the covers type of thing. So beyond work, it caused a lot of stress with the team. Lots of risk, involved in retention of his current team. People coming and going. He really was trying to improve the business, but really struggled in actually having success in doing that. So it had nothing to do with him not putting in enough time. It had nothing to do with him not being passionate about his business. But what it had to do with was he didn't have things in the right order in how he was approaching things. So I'm going to give you guys the 3 secrets. Some of the 3, let's just call them the core secrets that I want you guys to be able to walk away with today that you can apply to your business. Right after you watch this video. So let's dig into this. And again, we're only going to be on this for a few minutes, less than whatever's left in my coffee, which isn't much. All right, so let's do this. So the very first thing, hopefully you guys can see my screen, was his mindset. His mindset was all about, he had to take the action. He had to do a lot of the heavy lifting. One of the key things that he was looking at as far as his approach was like, hey man, I rule the rooster, right? I rule the roost, just like a hen does, right? Or a rooster does, sorry. And lifting a heavy stick, might give you some quick results, guys. Yelling, screaming, and lifting a heavy hand might give you some results for short term, but it's not going to help you long term. The very first thing that Peter had to understand and really had to get, accept was he wasn't a contractor anymore. He wasn't, a manager anymore. He was a business owner. And so in order for him to move his team forward, he really had to take a role in leadership to lead his team. If you break down leadership, the word leadership, lead your ship. He had to first of all understand that, I've got to lead my team. And I have to really, be of the mindset that whatever I do in growing my contracting business, it's got to be all about, acting like a true business owner, a business owner that's looking at scaling, his business. So one of the key things was the mindset around scaling. Okay. So what's that mean? That means getting the business to run more and more without him. So one of the key things that he had to do, once he got that mindset of like, I've got to scale this business beyond me. I mean, my best value is not actually going out to the job sites. My best value is not, micromanaging, the team. My best value is actually helping my team and giving my team direction and putting the right systems and tools in place so that my team can run those systems without me. Okay. So team, any contractor listening to this, you are freaking awesome at being a tradie. You're probably the Gretzky, just like I was, being an industrial controls licensed electrician. I still know how to, build automation lines with my eyes closed. But that was not the greatest value of my time, nor was it, being a tradie, being the greatest value of Peter's time. So not only did he have to look at the mindset of scaling, he had to look at the value of his time. The value of his time. Okay? So the mindset around, hey, I got to build this business beyond me, and the mindset around, I am the most valuable person in this company as far as, I've got the one that has to lead this ship. Okay. So once he started to get that mindset right, the next piece, the next step in this was that he had to realize that, in order for him to get the business to where he wanted it to go, he first of all need to identify what the hell did that look like, right? So when we're looking at this, let me just see here. When we're looking at this, one of the things that we've got to look at is, and it might sound really simple, but he really had to have a plan, okay, which I call, and you guys are familiar with this term, a blueprint. For him to lead his team, now that he's got the mindset of, I got to scale this business. I've got to, my value of my time is the most important, right? Because I'm the man. I'm in charge of this company and where it has to go. Was identifying what the hell did he want this business to be? What was the blueprint? What did he want it to look like? Look, you guys get it. You know what a blueprint is, right? A blueprint is, we look at this blueprint, typically if we're building something, building a house, installing something, whatever project we're running, whenever there's a blueprint involved, the blueprint is to be a guide of, hey, here's what we want this thing to look like before it's created. And that allows us to have the ability to look at it as a skilled, tradesperson, hopefully our team, to look at it and go, okay, these are the things that we've got to do to actually bring that blueprint to reality, right? So he had to create a blueprint. Now, one of the blueprints that he had to create, okay, was basically, where did he want to be in a year? What did he want the company to look like, at least in a year's time? Now, why a year? A year, because a year is something that most people can comprehend. And yes, there's value in planning out 5-10 years, but man, if you can't see past a year, you're not going to have any hope in seeing past 3, 5, 10 years. So, you want to have a blueprint of where you want your business to be regarding your time, regarding your profits, regarding, where you want your individual team members to be. And it is an undertaking, okay? It is, but you've got to create your blueprint if you want to make your business become what it is that you want it to be. Because once you have that, you need to be able to share it with your team. If your team does not know what the hell it is that you're trying to create, if as a fellow tradie, if I come on a job site or a project manager, is told, hey, I want you to go build this house, or, builder is told to go build this house, and the owners and nobody has a blueprint, I don't care how skilled they are. It's not going to get built the way that somebody has it in their head, because the only person that knows what it looks like is that person, right? And B, it's not going to be built efficiently, and it's going to be chaos. Because there's way too many moving parts. So creating a blueprint, guys, is key. And don't overcomplicate it, okay? Within, 15, 20 minutes of having a chat with Peter, we were able to lay out, carve sort of the framework of what the blueprint looked like so that he could start putting more of the pieces together, right? So next, after mindset, is have a plan. Break it out over the next year, what do you want it to look like, and then break it down even further into what is it that you want to see in the next 90 days so that it's chunked down in the pieces that people can digest, okay? And that allows you to do what? It allows you to share it with the team, okay? Which is huge, so that they can help you get to where you want to go. So, the next thing, what's the next thing? The third core thing is you need to default success. So what is defaulting success? Defaulting success is now taking that 90-day plan and breaking it down into weekly chunks so that we know what it is we got to do week on week on week on week to turn that 90-day plan, that 1-year blueprint, that mindset of scaling this business into reality. And so one of the ways that we do that is we create a calendar that is set with times. So with, whether it's an hour or 2 hours, you should be able to and you should make this mandatory that at least 1 to 2 hours a week, you are putting slots into your calendar that are non-movable slots. We just had a call with the team, the clients, as far as the importance of defaulting a calendar and what a default calendar should look like for a successful contractor owner. And the whole premise of it is that, if you don't allocate spots in your calendar, the work on your business to create, to turn this blueprint into reality. And I'm talking about non-movable. That means unless there's a 911 call, that hour slot on the Monday, the hour slot on the Friday, whatever those times are, that you're working on the things, taking the actions, your team is taking the actions to move the business forward. If you don't do those things, then your business is going to stay exactly where it's at. And here's the net. The net result is what? The net result of this is we get to grow the business. Peter was able to plug leaks in profit because we were able to stop for a moment for those 1 to 2 hours a week, stop for a moment and realize that he had over $200,000 in leaks in profit. Okay? So plug the leaks. He was able to understand that and train his team that, hey, guys, just as much as I have a plan, you need a plan to support my plan. So now he's able to leverage his team. He was able to get away with not hiring a senior person because they were able to become that much more efficient and be able to grow somebody internally. So he was able to, have a more efficient team. Think about that, right? You think about what is one person worth. You're talking about in a span of a year. If you look at your team, say you got 5 people, and you're able to improve the efficiency of your team by 10%, you're gaining a half of an employee a year. That's almost 1,000 hours of time given back to the company. If you got a 10-person team and you increase the efficiency just through these 3 areas of mindset, the plan, and defaulting success, you got 10 employees, 10% savings of efficiency is an extra employee a year. That's like an extra 2,000 hours of billable time. That's an extra 2,000 hours of you being able to leverage that person, right? For where you need them to help you turn that blueprint into reality. So growing the business, plugging the leaks, efficiency of the team, the ability to scale the business beyond him, the ability to take that time and put in systems because now they have the time. Here's the thing. If somebody says to me, I don't have time to put in 1 hour to 2 hours to work on my business to do these basic steps, you probably should pack it up, okay? Because that tells me that you're not serious about getting a true business. What you're more focused in on is just having a job, which is the business being dependent upon you. And here's the saddest thing that I see all the time, okay? Is that business owners, work so damn hard in the contracting world, and they sacrifice their time, their life, their family, the stress, their sleep, their money, so many different things. And all of a sudden something happens to them. And the business is so dependent upon them because they're not having this mindset of scalability that the business is gone in a heartbeat. Okay? So growing the business, plugging the leaks in profit, efficiency of the team, scaling the business, putting systems in place. What else? Cash flow going up so that he knows that he's got the money to do what? now he has the money in the bank to be able to say, hey, if I want to purchase this or purchase that because in order to support the team, I can do that. So those are the three things that you guys that want to focus in on. We got the mindset, we got planning with a blueprint in mind, and we got defaulting success. So if you guys want to get more insights on how to do that live, we have an event coming up. It's called the Contractor Social. You get here in Ottawa. We're going to be bringing it to Toronto and other areas soon. If you're interested in having something like that in your area, let us know, and we can put you on the list for when we come to your area. But it's called the Contractor Social, and it's all about getting insights from some of the best minds, some of the top contractors out there that have been applying principles like this to improve their business. It's going to be amazing. I think we got over 70 people registered, so it's about 75% sold out. So if you want to come out and join us, that'd be great. We got speakers from great suppliers, the actual owners that share with you guys how you guys can get better pricing, how you guys can, get them to help you land clients, how they can help get you some great connections and resources that make you unique beyond the competition. It's really to give you guys an unfair advantage. Anyways, there it is. You guys can take a look at it. You're more than welcome to come out. I hope to see you out there. I hope to see you, if you aren't able to make that you download some of the free tools on our website, freaking killer tools on there to help you with a lot of these things. And if you're interested in having a quick chat with us, similar to the chat that I had with Peter to help him out with these insights, then just reach out and let us know. So this is Andrew Houston from Profit for Contractors with this week's Contractor Secrets. I hope you guys got benefit. Please share this with other contractors that could benefit. And, we love helping you guys, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Now I just got to go and learn how to turn this thing off.